velocity v in an external, a force acting on a charge q moving at the velocity v in an external uniform magnetic field. So that's what I gave it to you. F is equal to q into bracket v bar cross v bar. Then I made you understand about how exactly a moving coil galvanometer works in that case. So we understood the construction and the working of it. And we got the relation for deflecting torque. We got the relation for restoring torque also. And the method what we used was a lamp and scale method we considered to determine the reading onto the calibrated scale we consider. So I made it very clear कि pointer कैसे move होता है और उसका deflection कैसे निकालते हो. That is what I made it very clear in the last lecture students. Now we move further ahead, students. And that galvanometer we were using it to make it an ammeter and a voltmeter, students, which we discussed long before. Okay, a shunt connected parallel to the resistance of the galvanometer will certainly behave as an ammeter. A high resistance connected in series to the resistance of galvanometer will behave as a voltmeter, students. Now we move further, students. We are trying to speak about the next concept we speak about is your concept of a cyclotron, students. Now, when one asks you what exactly a cyclotron, students, so what exactly a cyclotron I'll consider will be. Students, if I happen to consider a cyclotron we consider is simply a charged particle accelerator, students. A charged particle accelerator. See one thing, students, we can accelerate a particle in that case, okay, by using two fields over here. In a cyclotron, we are using two fields, students. Okay, we are using electric field as well as magnetic field, students. Now when you speak about for your cyclotron, students, what exactly we need in a cyclotron, students? Do keep in mind, students. First of all, we have two kinds of fields used over here. You have an electric field and a magnetic field, students. Both of them are existing in a cyclotron, but both these fields are mutually perpendicular to each other, students. Yes, for nuclear reaction, students, we consider. As if one can consider is to get artificial radioactivity also, you can consider. See, we can use Venn diagram also. We can use this part also. Okay, you can accelerate and then make it to strike to a target. So students, over here, cyclotron has an electric field and a magnetic field, and they are mutually perpendicular to each other, students. Okay, they can produce high energy. Okay, the particle has high energy. Okay, high energy particles are been considered over here, and the energy of these particles can range from MeV to students GeV. That is mega electron volt to giga electron volt, students. And you are trying to accelerate a charge particle. जैसे उनका acceleration motion accelerated होगा, of course the velocity is going on increasing. So they will have some kinetic energy associated with it. तो ये जो energy है जो associated है can be ranging from MeV to GeV, students. That's what you have to keep in mind. Now over here, what is the purpose of using electric field? Electric field क्या करवाता है और magnetic field क्या करवाता है? That means, what is the use of electric field in a cyclotron? What is the use of magnetic field in a cyclotron, students? Students, electric field helps in, listen carefully, students, electric field helps in acceleration. That means to accelerate the particle, to increase its acceleration, students. And magnetic field helps in deflecting the particle, that is to have its path circular. यानी ये डिफ्लेक्शन के लिए हेल्प करेगा. पार्टिकल को डिफ्लेक्ट कराने के लिए you need magnetic field. पार्टिकल को एक्सेलरेट कराने के लिए you need electric field, which I'm going to explain to you, students. For the time being, these are the basics which a student should know in an experimental way, what exactly we are using it and what exactly the use of each of it. How is the electric field and magnetic field are mutually perpendicular to each other? Now, when somebody asks you, sir, what exactly the we consider the magnetic field applied over here. So it's a magnetic field applied over here. The magnetic field applied over here is 1.5 Tesla. That's a magnetic field which are going to go for it. What kind of electric field we consider is a current simply we consider as an alternating current source. And this alternating current is of a potential difference of around, that means the electric field acting between the two plates, which are placed at a very small distance, can be of the order 10,000, 10 to the power of 3 we consider. Exactly that many volt. Such a high electric potential difference, students. The frequency of the alternating current, students, is nearly around 10 megahertz. Students, have you got this? Frequency 10 megahertz. Frequency of alternating current cycle we consider. Of course, 10 to the power of 3 we can consider in this case. Sorry, 10 to the power of 4. Very sorry. 10 to the power of 4 volts we consider, students. Okay. 10,000 is 10 to the power of 4 volts, students, we consider. Frequency is 10 megahertz. Please pay attention. So now once again I said it. Magnetic field kitna hoga? 1.5 Tesla. Potential difference is 10,000 we can consider. 10 to the power of 4 volts we consider. Frequency is 10 megahertz we consider. Now, when I say frequency of alternating cycle is 10 megahertz, that means see the change in the frequency. The polarity is changing at a very, very fast rate, students. A very large frequency we consider in this case. So over here, these are the things which a student should keep in mind, and these cyclotrons helps in high energetic particle starting from MeV to GeV we consider. Is this much first clear? Then we move further at students. Friends, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, please pay attention, students. Listen carefully. Before going further, students, is the audio and video fine with you all?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now listen carefully, students. Each cyclotron has charge particle accelerator. There's an electric field. To understand this, students, let us try to go for. I made it very clear. Suppose अगर मैंने कोई charge particle को accelerate करा, then external electric field or magnetic field. How exactly? Let us go for a simple diagram onto it, and then we'll come to this actual part of it. Suppose अगर मैंने electron दिया, suppose if I make an electron, okay, listen carefully. If I make an electron to enter into a strong uniform electric field, okay, a strong uniform electric field we consider, and the electric field we consider is directed we consider. This is the positive potential of the plate. Please, everybody listen carefully. This is the negative potential of the plate. Let me take this as P1. This I'll take it as P2. And students, exactly opposite it, मेरे एक यहाँ पे screen रखा हुआ है. I've placed a screen. And this screen, students, is coated with fluorescent material. Now, suppose if I make a beam of electron to enter into an external uniform electric field, the direction of electric field, students, all of you all know, is always directed from positive to negative. That's the direction of electric field, positive to negative. ये जो screen है, उसका ये portion, inner surface, is coated with fluorescent material. And this is the path we consider point O exactly lying on a perpendicular bisector. Now, students, I have in the first case, an electron is made to enter into an external uniform electric field. What kind of path the electron is going to have? So what will be the answer? The path will be what? Parabolic. Will this electron will experience a force? Why not? Since we know that E is equal to F by Q, therefore F is equal to A into E. है ना students? यानी एक force act होगा इस electron पे. कौन सा फोर्स होगा? जैसे इलेक्ट्रॉन इस इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड के अंदर आएगा, उसको एक फोर्स ऑफ रिपल्शन मिलेगा. ये जो नेगेटिव चार्ज है वो उसको रिपेल कराएगा. स्टूडेंट्स, रिपल्शन इज द फर्स्ट फोर्स व्हिच इज ट्राइंग टू एक्ट ऑन दिस चार्ज. डू कीप इन माइंड, जैसे इलेक्ट्रॉन रिपल होना शुरू करेगा, उसका पाथ थोड़ा सा टिल्ट होगा. Then it's the positive charge which has its own influence, and this positive charge will gradually try to drag the particle towards itself. And that's how the path will be parabolic, and the particle will hit along the positive axis we consider, and we'll get a fluorescent spot over here. So students, one thing is sure, that electron negatively charged particle always goes in the direction opposite to electric field. The path is parabolic. Now suppose if in case if I happen to ask you students, what exactly the acceleration possessed by this particle. Then can you get an acceleration? Yes, you have the formula in front of you. The answer is in our students. F is equal to A into A. So F is equal to E into E. F is mass into acceleration, E into E. Students, questions onto this or problems onto this can be asked. Maybe somewhere तुम लोग ने electrostatics में किए होंगे ऐसे questions. So M into A is equal to E into E. The acceleration possessed by the charged particle during its path is E into E upon small. Is this clear to all of your students?
Yes.
Now further ahead, अगर suppose मैंने पूछा कि motion of the electron is starting from this point, its initial velocity is equal to 0. The length what it covers is capital L we consider. The distance of the spot along the y-axis is we consider is y. Can I find out its displacement of the spot along the y-axis? Then simply I'll use the equation S is equal to ut plus half a t square. Of course, its path is parabolic. Projectile motion we consider in that case. And it's going away from the center along the positive axis. So I can use my kinematics to get your answer accordingly. आपने सर बोला initial velocity 0 है, तो displacement along y-axis will be y. ये तो 0 हो जाएगा. Plus half into a की जगह पे what exactly I'll put it as? Small e capital E upon m into t square. Is this clear? I've substituted acceleration over here. Now, do I need to find out time? Yes. When the electron starts its journey from this end to this end, it covers a length L. I'll start the stopwatch when it starts over here. When it strikes the screen, I'll stop the stopwatch we consider. So that's the distance covered we consider in that case. So now if I happen to go for the motion in this case, then what exactly we consider? The speed of the charged particle is equal to distance covered upon the time taken we consider. So now if I happen to consider with respect to your length we consider, simply I can substitute the length in terms of velocity we can consider. So I can consider as time taken will be equal to L by V. Can I put it back over here? So displacement is half E by N. Instead of T square, can I write down in terms of L square by V square students? Is this clear to all of you all?
Yes, sir.
So now if I happen to consider over here is we are getting in terms of your displacement we consider is equal to half a t square we consider, and that's how we get the answer in terms of m into v square. And again, what's about a displacement of a particle we consider. And now if I happen to give an answer accordingly, am I getting in terms of your distance? Yes, देखो ये L का मतलब क्या हुआ? Horizontal distance, students. Please pay attention, students. Horizontal distance we consider. Are you getting it? Now, if I take this as horizontal distance, can I say y and this we consider as x square? Can I say this will give me a relation of equation of a parabola? Any equation which is in the form of y is equal to students ax plus or minus bx square, can I say it's an equation of a parabola?
Yes.
So I'm getting the answer in terms of L square, in terms of x square we can say. तो क्या यहाँ पे डिफ्लेक्शन हो रहा है? हाँ हो रहा है स्टूडेंट्स. किसकी वजह से हो रहा है? एक्सटर्नल इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड की वजह से हो रहा है. यानी एक पॉसिबिलिटी है कि इलेक्ट्रॉन का डिफ्लेक्शन होता है ड्यू टू इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड. हाँ होता है, लेकिन यहाँ पे सिर्फ मैंने इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड रखा हुआ है ना. सपोज अगर मैं इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड निकाल दूं और सिर्फ मैंने मैग्नेटिक फील्ड रखा तो क्या होगा? Can I erase this part, students? Only
Sir,
this
sir,
part?
just a second, just a second.
Yeah.
Done, sir.
Okay. This one. Very sorry, students. I know just now came to know about it. There are a few cases in our society which have got avoided. The BMC people have come down and they want us to test all the entire family for RT-PCR test. I don't know for what reason. So they're saying that you come down and give the test in that. This is something ridiculous. Okay. Okay, students, let's move further. This was motion of electron in an external electric field switch. Okay. Now we speak about, suppose if I happen to go for a magnetic field switch. Okay. Suppose if I have students, tell me what exactly dot stands for? What exactly dot stands for? Is it magnetic field into the plane of paper or out of the plane of the paper? Of course, absolutely correct. I'm making it very clear this. Dot stands for magnetic field out of plane of paper and perpendicular students. Magnetic field is out of plane of paper and perpendicular students. Okay. Now suppose if in case if I happen to make an electron to enter into an external uniform magnetic field, will this electron will experience a force? Yes. In this case, there is a force acting on the electron. Students, its path is circular. Over here, the path will be circular. Where? Due to magnetic field, path will be circular, we consider. That means now when the electron is moving in this direction, will there be any force acting? Why not? The formula for force acting will be equal to what? Q into bracket V bar cross V bar. So it's moving with a certain velocity. If in case if I happen to go for my direction of force, I can simply use my palm rule or I can use my Fleming's left hand rule also. Students, अगर मैं Fleming's left hand rule देता हूँ, ध्यान से सुनना students. Magnetic field बाहर की तरफ आ रही है. So look at my index finger. It's coming out. I told you very clear in the last lecture. FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigation. Students, field is coming out. Agreed. Motion of electron is from left to right. Motion of electron is from left to right. The charge is moving from right. Then I can consider the conventional current is from right to left. Motion is moving from left to right. This is from right to left. Where's the force acting? Where's the force acting? Will it be upwards or downwards? Students, this is the plane of paper. If I happen to consider a plane of paper, I'll try to consider in this manner. This is a plane of paper, students. The field is coming out of the plane of paper. Am I getting it? Electron moving is from left to right. I'm trying to go for right to left is a conventional current. So magnetic field is direction में ध्यान से सुना students. Magnetic field ये उंगली देखो बाहर की तरफ है. Electron इस तरफ जा रहा है. I'm going to showing the direction of conventional current opposite. Where is my force acting? Where is my force? See my thumb. My thumb is acting. यानी जो electron अंदर आ रहा है उसका path ऊपर की तरफ है. The electron which is coming will have a path in the upward direction. The path will be circular. क्या ये clear हुआ students? Students, is it clear to all of you all?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The force acting onto it is QED. Just hold the students.
Excuse me, sir. ऊपर में on कर Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, excuse.
Yeah, sir. Sir, you have made some dot and I mean you circled something, right? I mean, what is it? You said. I mean,
Magnetic field is coming out of the plane of paper. So it's coming up. This is a plane of paper and the field is coming out. That means if in
Okay.
case you want to go for, if I show you this paper, I think this is the paper. Uska matlab, the north is on this side and the south is over here. Means I'm using a horseshoe magnet. Think in that manner. The north is
Yes,
over
sir.
here, south is at the other end, and the field externally is moving from north to south. This is the field.
Yes, sir.
Electron is moving with respect to you. You are watching the screen right now. The electron with respect to you is moving from left to right. So I'll go for the conventional current in the direction opposite.
Yes, sir.
Agreed. Where's the force acting? Upwards, using Fleming's left-hand rule.
Yes,
So now,
and the field is coming outside, right?
pardon?
The field is coming outside, right?
Yeah, the field is coming out of the plane of paper. No? I
Yes.
showed you the
Okay.
book. I showed you the book. The book is actually a plane of paper. I've taken the whiteboard as a plane of paper. This is a plane of paper. Now, if I see the field is coming out, how can I have a field outside? How can I get a field outside? तो तुम बोलोगे सर horseshoe magnet लो ना. Horseshoe magnet में इस तरफ north होगा, तुम्हारी तरफ यहाँ पे south है students. ऐसा है magnet. I'll put in this manner. The magnet is in this manner. Agreed. This is south and this part is north. The one behind the book is north. So field is going from north to south externally.
Yes, sir.
If I try to show it in this manner, let us put in this way. This is how the part of the magnet over here and this other part of the magnet over here. If I try to show a 3D effect in this case, I'm getting it. This is how the field is from north to south. And the electron is entering in this direction. I have to go for conventional current. Will the path will be circular? Yes. Will there be any force acting on the charge? Yes. Force will certainly act onto the charge. And the maximum force we consider when V and B are mutually perpendicular, the F is equal to QVB. Theta is 90. Sine of 90 will be maximum. So force is also maximum. Can I find out the acceleration possessed? Yes, acceleration will be what? QVB by M. Is this clear, students?
Yes.
Okay. Now, suppose if I happen to ask you students the formula for velocity in this case. Okay, this is QBP in terms of, and if I ask you to find out the formula for radius of the circular path, then how do I consider? See, the reason for it to move, the path will be circular is because of what we consider is because of the magnetic field. But this magnetic field, students, answer Sunam, this magnetic field becomes a cause. Agreed? Magnetic field is a cause. Path is circular, but for path you need which force? Force centripetal. Agreed? This is magnetic force, which is a cause, and the path we consider circular. So you need force centripetal, जो real force है. Students, real forces को क्या होना चाहिए? Source होना चाहिए. The source is your magnetic field. उसकी वजह से ये move हो रहा है. Now suppose if I equate the two expression, what is force acting due to magnetic field? I can consider. तो यहाँ पर मैं QBB लिखूंगा. What's the force due to centripetal will be? mv square by r. What does V stands for? Velocity. V will get cancelled. So can I get the radius of the circular path? mv upon qb. क्या ये clear हुआ students?
Yes.
Please, all of you are getting it.
Yes, sir. Got it.
Okay. Now suppose if in case if I happen to ask you what is the time taken? Listen carefully, students. What is the time taken for the path to be circular? So what is time taken? So time taken for one complete circular path we consider periodic. So time progression of way. Distance upon speed. Speed is the distance upon time, so time is the distance upon speed. Is this clear, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now suppose if I want to get the answer, I can either substitute R or I can either substitute V. Suppose if because R is known to be, circular path ka R is known to be, can I substitute V? So can I substitute V? What is V from here? R, Q, V by M. Can I substitute back over here? So can I get the formula for time period? 2 pi R upon R, Q, V by M. R will get cancelled. So what's the formula for time period? Is this clear, students?
Yes.
So students, when you speak about it, can a charged particle? Yes, it's a radius of the circular path. It's not the radius of the magnet, it's the radius of the circular path. These students, when I equate these two expressions, I'm trying to go for centripetal force, students. Since the motion is circular, you need force centripetal. Please, everybody listen carefully. For circular motion, you need real force. Real force is centripetal force, and centripetal force यहाँ पे कौन provide कर रहा है? Magnetic force. Magnetic force का formula क्या है? QVB. V is the velocity, Q is the charge, V is the external magnetic field. Is the force maximum? Yes, V and P are mutually perpendicular. जैसे तुम इन दोनों को इक्वेट करोगे तो तुम्हें दो एक्सप्रेशन यहाँ पे मिल सकते हैं. तुम वेलोसिटी का भी एक्सप्रेशन निकाल सकते हो, रेडियस का भी एक्सप्रेशन निकाल सकते हो. Now suppose if in case of the velocity is given to you, you can find out radius. If radius is given to you, you can find out velocity. Now if I ask you what is the time period for complete revolution, 2 pi r upon v. So what exactly v is equal to r cube v by v. That's what I can substitute back. I can get the formula of a time period. क्या ये clear हुआ students? Agree? All of you all.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now this is what we consider as time is equal to 2 pi m by qb we consider. Exactly a time period we consider is 2 pi m by qb. If I happen to go for frequency, what is frequency of revolution? What is frequency? Reciprocal of time. Time का जो formula मिला उसको reciprocal कर दो. तो क्या आंसर है? So frequency will be qb upon 2 pi. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
If I ask you what is the kinetic energy of this revolving charge, which is performing circular motions, what's the formula of kinetic energy? Half mv square. Half mv square students. Can I get the answer in terms of it? Yes, you know the formula for v. Half m instead of v square, can I say r square, q square, v square upon m square? One of the m will get cancelled. So what's your answer? R square, q square, v square by 2m. क्या ये clear हुआ students?
Yes.
So students, whenever you are solving problems based on to cyclotron, please students, whenever you're solving problems based on the cyclotron, these are the mathematical expressions which you are going to get it during that time. Now I'm going to explain you how exactly a cyclotron works. Can I erase this part, students?
Yes, sir.
Just hold on. Very sorry, students. These people are down and they are consistently caught enough to come down and give it. I'm against it. I have been double vaccinated. My kid has got vaccinated. Okay, he also got vaccinated. Second vaccine he got it yesterday itself only. Okay, he's just crossed his 18. He's in class 12. He gave his mains. And he got 99.1 also. But I hope that this fourth attempt may become better for him. And he's going for his advanced studies also. So he has got vaccinated 2 days before. All in the family has got vaccinated as fast as possible. But then too also negligence of somebody else and we have to pay the consequences. Students, take care of your health. Take care of your health unnecessarily. Don't move out of your home. Don't move out of your home unnecessarily unless and until required. So there's a third wave just ending at September and October 1st week. As if in our Kandivali cases, Kandivali, I'm staying in Malad, Kandivali, the entire society has got affected. The entire ground floor in our building has got affected. The first floor is also getting affected. The watchman also has got affected. So now I have to be completely at home. I can't run out also. Okay, students, please take care of this. Okay, now can I erase this, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay, students, now please get me. Okay. Now, when we speak about for cyclotron, let us go for the diagram of the cyclotron, students. The cyclotron consists of what, students? There are two Ds. Okay. These are conducting devices we consider, conducting plates, students. These are called as Ds. This is D1 and this is D2. Let me put in this manner. ये दोनों मेटालिक कंडक्टिंग प्लेट है स्टूडेंट्स, क्योंकि यहाँ पे जो हम इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड अप्लाई करेंगे ना स्टूडेंट्स, will be between these two ends. So now to this two ends, I'm going to connect it to an external source. That is an alternating current. Okay, I'm going to supply an alternating current. Okay, an alternating current which a potential difference of how much 10 to the power of 4 volts, frequency of 10 megahertz is applied. So that's what I've given the data for you all. यानी एक डी ऐसा रखा हुआ, see both these things are parallel to each other. These are the two Ds and there is a small gap in between. In this particular gap, there is a positive charge which is actually introduced from external gaseous source. कोई external gas source से यहाँ पे positive single positive charge को हम लोग ने छोड़ के रख दिया है. Now what exactly I'm trying to do? Now I'm trying to go for external magnetic field. How do I put forward that diagram, students? Since it's a three-dimensional, students, I can put in this manner. I'll take this as your north part of it, and this I'll consider as the south part of it. Okay. The field is moving from north to south externally, students. यानी यहाँ पे जब हम देखेंगे तो these are the field lines. ये है तुम्हारा north to south. यानी it's going into, so I can show cross. I can show crosses, students. Everywhere I can show crosses. क्या ये clear हुआ, students, diagram? Hope you all are getting the diagram, students. ये है north, ये south. यानी what kind of a magnet I can consider? I can show it in this way. I can go for a horseshoe magnet. है ना students? ये north है, ये south है. Externally the field is from north to south. Inside is coming from where? South to north. क्या इतना diagram clear हुआ, students?
Sir, x क्या लिखा है sir?
X is the magnetic field here. It's going into. See, I can't show lines. I can't show line. I made it very clear in the last lecture, Jagannath. This is something I told you very clearly. When you're actually solving your chapter of magnetism, magnetic effect, you'll come across into the paper, out of the paper, dots and cross. यहाँ पे field अंदर की तरफ जा रही है. It's going, यानी if I'm keeping the D's in this manner, the two D's are parallel. The field is going into the plane of the D's. Oh, very sorry. Very sorry, Jagannath. I thought your sound is
So
maybe
getting conflict between me and Jagannath.
okay. No, very sorry, Jagannath. Not so. So the students, ये जो D's है ना, ये दोनों, please try to understand this. ये ऐसा है, ये एक D है और ये एक D है. Students, the diagram is in this manner. The two D's are almost parallel to each other. और ये जो pens हैं are the magnetic field. The magnetic field is going into them. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm saying. You very crosses का मतलब magnetic field is into. Dots का मतलब magnetic field is out. Okay. So now I've connected external source. There's an external magnetic field. This is north, this is south. Externally, the field is going from north to south. Inside is going from south to north. Inside it's going from where to where? From south to north. That's how the magnetic field we consider. Now, how much is the strength of magnetic field which I'm supplying it to it? It's applied is 1.5 Tesla we consider. Now, please pay attention. What is going to happen? Please pay attention. Since the supply is alternating current, everybody now listening carefully. Since the supply is alternating current, so let us say that initially this end D1 is at positive potential, students, and D2 is at negative potential for the first half cycle. Since everybody must be knowing in simple terms, alternating cycle का मतलब क्या हुआ? ये है alternating cycle. इसको हम बोलते हैं positive half cycle, इसको हम बोलते हैं negative half cycle. Time taken, ध्यान से सुनना, time taken for the entire cycle is periodic. Frequency of alternating cycle is reciprocal of time. उसका मतलब ध्यान से सुनना, ये जो D1, ध्यान से सुनना स्टूडेंट्स, ये जो D1 पॉजिटिव है और ये नेगेटिव है, it will remain for a certain time interval t. Then what happens? The polarity changes because it's alternating current. यानी जो पॉजिटिव था अभी बन जाएगा नेगेटिव, और जो नेगेटिव था वो बन जाएगा पॉजिटिव. So now in the second case, your D2 will be, in the first case D1 is positive, D2 is negative, I consider. But now if I interchange it, then in the second half cycle will be D2 will be positive and D1 will be negative. And that's how the change in polarity will go on. क्या ये part clear हुआ? Alternating current applied to the two Ds. So there are two metallic Ds having a small gap in between. A unit positive charge is introduced by a gaseous discharge we consider. There's an external magnetic field which is going into the plane of the Ds we consider. The external magnetic field is so and so Tesla. The potential difference applied across the Ds is so and so volts. Frequency is that many megahertz we consider. For the first positive half cycle, D1 is positive, D2 will be negative. For the next half cycle, we consider your D1 will be negative and D2 will be positive, and this polarity will go on changing at every interval we consider. The entire system is placed in an evacuated chamber. The entire system is placed in an evacuated chamber, student. That means this is totally placed in an enclosure. There's a small window at one end where it can eject out and can be made to strike onto a target. क्या ये diagram clear हुआ? Then I'll proceed further. Otherwise, it's of no use moving further. Students, anything you need to ask? Any query?
Sir, just actually I got diverted in between, so hence I am asking this question. Sir, I mean some kind of plate rakha hai na? What is it?
These are two metallic plates, my dear.
Metallic plates. Okay.
Metallic plates. These, okay, these are two metallic plates, hollow plates we consider, and they're placed at a certain small distance apart from each other. And both these particular metallic plates are connected to an external supply voltage, which is alternating. A unit positive charge is introduced at the center, we consider. So there is a unit positive charge. Now look at the condition, what I told you. In cyclotron, your electric field and magnetic field perpendicular होना जरूरी है. तो of course तुम बोलोगे, ध्यान से देखो, अभी तो देखोगे, तो ये D1 का please pay attention, ये D1 है, please try to understand this matter, simple terms में, ये D1 है, सामने की तरफ D2 है. प्लीज स्टूडेंट्स, अगर मैं इसको पॉजिटिव से कनेक्ट करता हूँ, इसको मैं नेगेटिव तो कहने से फील्ड का डायरेक्शन जो हो जाएगा, ये हुआ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड का डायरेक्शन. एग्रीड? क्या ये क्लियर हुआ सब? There will be charge induced on the surface. Students, is it clear? Electric field intensity is always from positive negative. इतना क्लियर हुआ?
हाँ सर.
अभी देखो, इस तरफ नॉर्थ यहाँ पे है, साउथ यहाँ पे है. How is the magnetic field? So magnetic field is going into. ये देखो, ये blue ink is for the magnetic field. It's going into. Magnetic field is going into. तभी जाके मैंने crosses दिखाया. अब मुझे बताओ स्टूडेंट्स, मैग्नेटिक फील्ड और इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड के बीच में क्या डायरेक्शन आ रहा है? Are they mutually perpendicular?
Yes.
Will this particular charge will experience a force? Yes. यानी फोर्स के हिसाब से उसको मोशन में, ध्यान से सुनना, उसको इनिशियल मोशन एक्सेलरेट कौन करवा रहा है? फील्ड, इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड. स्टूडेंट्स व्हेन आई सेड इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड का मोशन इट इज यूज्ड टू एक्सेलरेट, उसका मतलब ये देखो, ये जो हमारा चार्ज है पॉजिटिव चार्ज, हम इसके ऊपर कॉन्सेंट्रेट करेंगे। ये पॉजिटिव चार्ज पहले इनिशियली जीरो है, उसका इनिशियल वेलोसिटी जीरो है, लेकिन वो मोशन में आएगा, इट विल हैव सम वेलोसिटी। किसकी वजह से? ड्यू टू द एक्सटर्नल इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड। क्यों? क्योंकि अगर ये पॉजिटिव है, अगर ये D1 पॉजिटिव है, D2 नेगेटिव है, तो ये क्या करेगा? इसको रिपेल कराएगा। देखो यहाँ पे मैं ऐसा पॉजिटिव चार्ज दे देता हूँ मैं, ये पॉजिटिव है, ये पॉजिटिव, तो ये इसको रिपेल करेगा, तो एक मोशन क्रिएट हो गया। इज देयर एनी फोर्स? यस, देयर इज द फोर्स एक्टिंग। यानी स्टूडेंट्स चार्ज पॉजिटिव था, इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड का डायरेक्शन इस तरफ जा रहा था, ये मोशन में आ गया। A positive charge will always go in the direction of electric field. यानी उसको एक फोर्स लगा। What is that force we consider is? Your force is equal to what? E into E. लेकिन ये कौन सा फोर्स है? Force due to electric field. क्या ये इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड से वजह से क्या उसका मोशन एक्सेलरेट हो रहा है? हाँ सर, एक्सेलरेट हो रहा था। कैसे पता चला एक्सेलरेट हो रहा था? सर इनिशियली वो रेस्ट पे था, अभी मोशन में आया, फाइनल वेलोसिटी इज ग्रेटर देन इनिशियल वेलोसिटी, मोशन इज एक्सेलरेटेड। यानी चार्ज को एक्सेलरेट कौन कराता है? इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड। क्या ये क्लियर हुआ?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is D1 and this is D2. ये तुम्हारा पॉजिटिव। नाउ सर, जैसे उसको मोशन आएगा, जैसे उसको मोशन आएगा, जैसे उसको फोर्स मिलेगा, मैग्नेटिक फील्ड उसके ऊपर एक्ट होना शुरू हो जाएगी। कैसे? सर हाँ सर, देखो ना, ये अगर इस तरफ आएगा, इसको अगर फोर्स इस तरफ मिलेगा, मैग्नेटिक फील्ड अंदर की तरफ जाएगा। ध्यान से सुनना स्टूडेंट्स, आई गेटिंग इट? We consider this case, magnetic field is this case. The field is in this direction. Students, please, I'm using my Fleming's left hand rule. Please look into it. I'm showing it this way. The magnetic field is going into. Okay, the electric field direction is in this way. Direction of charge flowing in this way. Will there be any motion on the charge? Yes, the charge will automatically experience a turning effect. यानी ये जो चार्ज है पहले इस तरफ आएगा, जैसे वो इस तरफ आया उसका एक मोशन टर्न हो जाएगा, it will start turning into circular path. ये जो सर्कुलर मोशन है वो किसकी वजह से हुआ है? And that is because of F is equal to Q into V cross B. Force due to acting on a charge moving at the velocity V in an external magnetic field. See the velocity of the charge is moving. ये तुम्हारा ये जो arrow है वो velocity होगा. V is acting. Is there any V? Yes. Do you have a charge plus Q? Yes. Will it experience a force? कौन सा force? Magnetic force. तो ये क्या बताता है? सर ये हो जाएगा, आपको पाथ दिखाएगा, that is circular. क्या ये क्लियर हुआ?
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, why will it move to the right? The current is coming, is
Left
going
hand
to the
rule.
left.
I'm going for Fleming's left hand rule. Answer Sunna. Everybody, that's what I'm telling you. Fleming's left hand rule, students. How's the field? Please, everybody, field inside.
Yes.
Agreed? Is the field going inside? Now, how's the charge flowing? Positive charge towards you. Can I show my finger in this manner? What is the force acting? That means जैसे वो यहाँ पे आएगा उसके force create होगा. And the path will
Okay,
be
yes.
the path will be circular. The path will be circular. और ये एक ध्यान रखना स्टूडेंट्स, देखो ध्यान से सुनना, ये जो सर्कुलर पाथ ट्रेस किया है ना, एवरीबॉडी प्लीज, दिस इज द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट। चार्ज यहाँ पे है, उस पर एक फोर्स लगा है मैग्नेटिक फील्ड की वजह से, देखो उसका पाथ, देखो उसका पाथ इस सर्कुलर जाएगा स्टूडेंट्स। वापस कहाँ पे आएगा? चार्ज सेंटर में आया, वापस चार्ज सेंटर में आया, यानी ये जो मोशन है वो सेमी सर्कल है। यानी ये जो सेमी सर्कुलर मोशन है इस चार्ज का, वो मोशन तब तक रहेगा जब तक तुम्हारा D1 पॉजिटिव पोटेंशियल है, D2 नेगेटिव है, चार्ज तुम्हारा वापस सेंटर में आ गया है। ध्यान से सुनना, यानी फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ, ध्यान से सुनना, frequency of the charge particle performing half revolution. I repeat, frequency of a charge having half revolution. Everybody, please consider over here. Can I say it's exactly equal to frequency of alternating cycle for first half cycle? ठीक है, अभी तक तो मेरा फर्स्ट हाफ साइकिल ही चल रहा है, यानी ये
Yes, sir.
सेमी सर्कल को बैलेंस करता है। क्या ये समझ में आया?
Yes, sir.
Again, I repeat, frequency of the charge revolving in a circular path is half, and that is due to what? Due to the alternating cycle, and that is for what? First half cycle. देखिए पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव। अभी क्या करते हैं, हम पोलैरिटी चेंज करते हैं, क्योंकि चार्ज वापस सेंटर में आ गया। जैसे चार्ज सेंटर में आएगा, अभी हम पोलैरिटी चेंज करते हैं। ये जो नेगेटिव था, इसमें पॉजिटिव बना देता हूँ, ये पॉजिटिव को मैं नेगेटिव बना देता हूँ। अभी देखो क्या होगा, अभी क्या होगा, तो बोलेगा सर, अरे सर चार्ज तो सेंटर में आया, ये पॉजिटिव है, अभी सर फील्ड तो उल्टी जाएगी, यानी फील्ड उल्टी जाएगी, तो सर चार्ज इस तरफ जाएगा, उसको एक्सेलरेशन मिलेगा। जैसे वो एक्सेलरेशन मिलेगा, कैन आई यूज माय फ्लेमिंग्स लेफ्ट हैंड रूल? फील्ड अंदर, मोशन इस तरफ, so the force will act in this direction. So can I say now my charge will try to perform circular motion? देखो, और उसको सर्कुलर मोशन करने के टाइम पे उसका सीधा रेडियस ऑफ द पाथ, the radius of the path is increased. So now see, again it performs circular motion, again half a cycle. The half a cycle performed by this particular positive charge, where in B1 is because of the negative half cycle, only because of the negative half cycle. यानी कोई स्टूडेंट ये बोल रहा था, उसका मतलब सर आप ये बोलना चाहते हो कि ये जो पॉजिटिव चार्ज सेंटर से शुरू हुआ, वो पहले D2 की तरफ गया और फिर वापस सेंटर में आया, फिर सेंटर से D1 की तरफ गया और वापस सेंटर में आया, तो ये उसकी पूरी साइकिल हो गई। यस, ये पूरा रेवोल्यूशन इज सिंपली इक्वल टू फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ वन ऑल्टरनेटिंग साइकिल। क्या ये क्लियर हुआ सबको?
सर अभी एक सर फर्स्ट साइकिल ऐसे हो गया, सेकंड साइकिल कैसे होगा देन?
अब सेकंड साइकिल वापस हुआ ना, पोलैरिटी चेंज करते हो ना, ऑल्टरनेटिंग करंट है, वापस तुम्हारा इस पोजीशन में है, यानी पहला फर्स्ट पोजीशन वाज दिस, सेकंड पोजीशन वाज वापस चार्ज यहाँ पे आया, तो अभी ये पॉजिटिव, अभी तुम क्या करो, D1 को वापस पॉजिटिव बनाओ, D2 को, क्योंकि ऑल्टरनेटिंग करंट सप्लाई हो रहा है कंसिस्टेंटली, फील्ड कांस्टेंट है स्टूडेंट्स, फील्ड इज कंसिस्टेंटली एंटरिंग इनसाइड, वो यूनिफॉर्म है थ्रू आउट, इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड ऑल्टरनेटिंग है, यूनिफॉर्म एंड ऑल्टरनेटिंग में कंसीडर, तो पोलैरिटी तो चेंज होते रह रहा है, यानी कभी D1 पॉजिटिव तो D2 नेगेटिव फॉर द फर्स्ट हाफ साइकिल, फिर D2 पॉजिटिव D1 नेगेटिव, फिर वापस D1 पॉजिटिव, देखो वापस D1 पॉजिटिव हो गया, तो वापस इसका मोशन इस तरफ होगा, तो देखो वापस इसका पाथ कैसे होगा, इट्स गोइंग टू गो इन दिस डायरेक्शन, now again it's going to come back over here. See, now at the same time, is the radius of the circular path increasing? Yes sir, the radius will go on increasing, will go in this direction, then further over here the radius will go on increasing, motion gets accelerated, and since you know that V is equal to omega bar cross R bar, path is circular, students, this is the correct way of writing it for anti-clockwise motion. My dear, as radius increases, velocity increases, angle of frequency remains constant. Jagannath, circular motion, path is circular. Radius बढ़ रहा है कि नहीं बढ़ रहा है? Radius बढ़ेगा तो linear velocity, tangential velocity also will go on increasing. अगर tangential velocity increase होगा तो what's the formula for kinetic energy, students? Half mv square is energy increasing, and that energy can be made to be MeV or to G. मेगा इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट टू गीगा इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट। क्या ये क्लियर हुआ सबको? Students, hope you all are getting it. Do reply, do respond. Jagannath is asking why radius is increasing. Please, everybody be with me. Jagannath has asked a question, and that's a wise question. ये जगन्नाथ ने पूछा, सर आई अंडरस्टूड एवरीथिंग एक्सेप्ट फॉर कि रेडियस कैसे इंक्रीज होगा, क्योंकि आपने आर इंक्रीज बोला, तभी भी बोला, फिर के बोला, चलो ये समझ में आता तो ये हुआ, लेकिन मेरा क्वेश्चन है कि आर कैसे बढ़ा? स्टूडेंट्स, ये क्या है ना, बता दे कि नहीं? इसी के पहले मैंने डेरिवेशन बताया कि नहीं बताया? सेंट्रीपिटल फोर्स होगा कि नहीं होगा, ये हाँ है ना, तो क्यू बी इज इक्वल टू यार, एक भी कैंसिल हो जाएगा, तो क्या हो जाएगा, आर इज इक्वल टू एम बी बाई क्यू बी। हाँ स्टूडेंट्स, बताओ मुझे, व्हाट एग्जैक्टली कंसीडर? how is R and D we consider? And the radius we consider is how exactly consider in terms of it. The radius will go on increasing, we consider. For a given mass, charge and magnetic field is constant. The electric field intensity will be the cause for it to motion accelerate hoga. Yes. Is this clear to all of you all? Akhil Ram, is it clear? Aman, is it clear to you?
Sir, I did
Yes.
not get the last part. I mean, you were explaining that I understood till R and V are related. And then what did you say? I mean, you were
I said
explaining.
I said it that if R increases, V also will increase.
Yes, sir.
क्या अरविंदा, अगर V increase होगा तो kinetic energy बढ़ेगा कि नहीं बढ़ेगा?
Yes, sir.
And what is the main purpose of this particular cyclotron? A charge particle accelerator. In order to get what? High energy.
I energy.
Energy in what? Mega to giga. I can have a variation between mega to giga. And how do you do that? Increase the frequency still further. जितना तुम ज्यादा frequency increase करोगे, तो तुम्हारा angular frequency देखो ना ओमेगा 2 pi f. जितना तुम frequency बढ़ाओगे students, जितना तुम frequency बढ़ाओगे, what happens in this case we consider is your circular motion path will also go on increasing, the radius will go on increasing, the velocity will also go on increasing, and since velocity increases, kinetic energy also will increase, and we can get a high energetic particles. Clear, Arvinda?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What about the rest of the students? Anushka, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Chana, Dheeraj, Kevin, what about you, Kevin? After a long time. Kevin, are you there?
Yes, sir.
समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा है, Kevin?
No, sir, I've joined after a few days, so I'm just
Joined after a
gathering.
few days, है ना? लेकिन इसमें ये है कि इसके बाद तो ज्वाइन भी लेट हुआ. मैंने पहले फोर्स ड्यू टू इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड के बारे में बात कर दिया था, फोर्स ड्यू टू मैग्नेटिक फील्ड के बारे में बात कर दिया, अभी दोनों को मैंने अप्लाई कर दिया.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Aman, what about you, Aman? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Can I erase this part, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, students. Now, suppose if I say, listen carefully. If I yes, Jagan. Okay, students. Now, please pay attention. Now, this particular motion of a particle we can consider is actually circular in an external magnetic field we consider. Okay, it's Q V bar cross V bar we consider in that case. Now, suppose if I say that a particle, listen carefully, students, okay? A particle is set to move with a velocity V in an external uniform magnetic field B. Okay. So now, what kind of a path over here? Do you see V and B? The answer is no, students. Students, do you see V and B mutually perpendicular to each other? Aye or no? Students, are they mutually perpendicular? The charge is over here, and the charge is set to move with the velocity V in an external uniform magnetic field. So, are they mutually perpendicular? I can say they are at an angle theta. Agreed. Now, if I happen to go for it, how could you go for its path? क्योंकि पाथ सर्कुलर कभी होगा जब भी तुम्हारा V and B are mutually perpendicular to each other. यानी तुम्हारा फॉर्मूला जो है, ध्यान से सुनना, Q V bar cross B bar है स्टूडेंट्स, यानी F is equal to Q V B sin 90 अगर होगा तो फोर्स मैक्सिमम होगा, और यही जो फोर्स है वो हम बोलेंगे फोर्स सेंट्रीपिटल. I can consider path will be circular. लेकिन ये कभी होगा जब भी थीटा 90 होना चाहिए. अगर if theta is not 90, then in that case, for the velocity v for a given charge, I can have two components, one along the direction of magnetic field and one perpendicular to it. क्या ये क्लियर हुआ स्टूडेंट्स? स्टूडेंट्स जैसे कंपोनेंट्स मैंने निकाला है, पैरेलल परपेंडिकुलर. अरे हाँ या ना तो बोलो, नहीं हुआ तो पूछो. इज इट क्लियर स्टूडेंट्स?
यस.
नाउ मुझे बता स्टूडेंट्स, अगर मैंने कोई चार्ज को लिया है एंड इफ आई गो फॉर द पैरेलल वन, okay, the cos theta one in the direction of it, will there be any force acting on this particular charge due to the parallel component?
No, sir.
What is the formula? Q V parallel cross B. सर इसका तो फॉर्मूला होगा, इसका तो आंसर 0 हो जाएगा. No force. लेकिन due to the perpendicular component, will it have any force acting? Yes.
Yes, sir.
There will be force due to perpendicular, students. There will be force due to perpendicular, and this force due to perpendicular component itself will cause this particular charge to have a motion called helical. यानी हो क्या रहा है? ध्यान से सुनना, ये जो चार्ज है, प्लीज पे अटेंशन एवरीबॉडी, ये जो चार्ज है वो अपने पैरेलल कंपोनेंट की वेलोसिटी की वजह से तो हॉरिजॉन्टल जाएगा ही. हेलो एवरीबॉडी, ये इसकी वजह से तो ये मोशन होगा ही, लेकिन जो परपेंडिकुलर कंपोनेंट है उसको अगर मैं एक्सटर्नल मैग्नेटिक फील्ड के साथ में कंपेयर करूं तो उसके हिसाब से उसका पाथ थोड़ा सा चेंज हो जाएगा. तो ये मोशन के साथ में अगर थोड़ा सा इंक्लाइन मोशन को मैं अगर ज्वाइन कर लूं, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ पाथ आई एम गोइंग टू गेट इट स्टूडेंट्स? सच अ पाथ इज कॉल्ड हेलिकल पाथ. यानी if one asks you, students, when can you have, listen carefully, when can you have a charge moving in an external magnetic field path to be helical? Then your answer should be a charge moving in an external magnetic field, the path can be considered to be helical when the parallel component of the velocity is in the direction of magnetic field. That will have one motion in this direction we consider. क्योंकि वो अपनी वेलोसिटी से तो उस तरफ जाएगा ही, वो यानी उसके ऊपर एक खिंचाव आएगा, वो इस तरफ लेके जाएगा, लेकिन जो परपेंडिकुलर कंपोनेंट है उसके ऊपर बी का इफेक्ट होगा. तो उसका फॉर्मूला क्या होगा? क्यू बी परपेंडिकुलर क्रॉस बी वी कंसीडर. तो वहां पे कुछ फोर्स एक्ट होगा, ये दोनों का जो मिली जुगत का फोर्स होगा ना, दोनों फोर्स को मिल रहा है, उसका सुपरपोजिशन होगा ये दो फोर्सेस के हिसाब से, एंड दैट हाउ द पाथ ऑन द चार्ज क्यू विल बी व्हाट? हेलिकल इन नेचर. क्या ये क्लियर हुआ? When does a path can have helical?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is helical path. Okay, in an external uniform magnetic field. Please put down this relation to consider. Due to B perpendicular. force on the charge is due to V perpendicular. This is a short concept somewhere in the books also speaking about helical path, students. ये हुआ maximum force when theta is 90, students, and theta 90 is the angle between B and B. Can I erase this, students?
No, sir. Sir, no.
Can I erase now, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay, students. Suppose if I happen to give a question, just let me know about the students. Okay, consider square loop, students. Okay, a square loop of wire. Okay, a square loop of wire which is loaded by an electric bulb. Okay, this is the bulb. A glass bulb whose mass is smaller, students. Okay, the side of this particular wire is A. Now, this particular wire is hanging vertically, suspended in air, with its one part in a uniform. It's hanging vertically, yes, students. Wire hanging vertically. Whose one part? Suppose if I give you A, B, C, D. So let us say part AD. Part AD is suspended wire hanging vertically in air. Okay. And one part is in uniform magnetic field B with its direction out of plane of paper. So part AD, students, is in the magnetic field which is out of plane of paper, students. Now, my question is, due to current flowing through the loop, suppose if I show the direction of current, due to the current flowing through the loop, students, okay, due to the current flowing through the loop, I want you to find out the current, magnitude of this current. Students, listen carefully. Magnitude of this current required for loop A, B, C, D to hang in air. I repeat, students. The wire is hanging vertically in air. That means indirectly loop A, B, C, D is hanging in air. Pura, it's hanging in air, we consider. Agreed? Bulb का mass m है. तो ये load की वजह से, ये load की वजह से the entire system can fall downwards. लेकिन one part of the wire AD, I've placed it into an external magnetic field and the field is coming out of the plane of paper in perpendicular. My question to you is, what should be the magnitude of current flowing in this particular coil in order to keep the loop hanging in it. क्या ये question clear हुआ?
Yes.
Just try to solve it now. You said Tiwari. Magnitude of current required for the loop ABCD to hang in air. Absolutely correct. Aman has got the answer. Yes, Aman, can you tell me how to go about?
Sir, the direction of current along AD will be from D to A.
Yes.
So we can find the force using Fleming's left-hand rule, and that will balance the weight. So
Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. That means there are two forces acting on this particular part you consider. Suppose अगर ये मैंने magnetic field ले लिया सर, जैसे कोई magnetic field coming out, and so uniform में consider throughout. So direction of current कैसे आया? देखो ये if I'm showing this is the direction of current, the blowing this is the direction of current. And students ध्यान से सुनना, अगर मैं magnetic field नहीं लेता तो बल्ब का weight की वजह से ये पूरा रूप नीचे की तरफ आता था, तो ये mg नीचे की तरफ आ रहा है, तो पूरा सिस्टम नीचे की तरफ गिर रहा है ना, उसको 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 कौन रोक रहा है? There is one more force acting because I want the entire system to be hanging in air. So what should be the magnitude of current required in that case? So there should be some force acting vertically upwards also. Which is that force we consider? Fleming's, we consider force due to magnetic field. How do you find out? I've got the current carrying conductor. See, the current is going from C to D, then D to A. So using a Fleming's left-hand rule, how's the field? Field is coming out. Look at the direction of field. Dot is coming out. Current is shown by the second finger. Is it going from D to A? Yes, D to A. Where's my thumb pointing? Is my thumb pointing upwards? Yes. ये हुआ तुम्हारा फोर्स ड्यू टू मैग्नेटिक फील्ड ऊपर की तरफ, और ये होगा फोर्स ड्यू टू ग्रेविटी नीचे की तरफ. Okay, the two forces are equal in magnitude and opposite in direction we consider. In order to maintain what? In order to maintain equilibrium. And for equilibrium, summation of all the forces acting on the system should be equal to zero. Now, what is the force due to magnetic field acting on not a charge now? Please students, it's not a charge. It's a current carrying conductor. So तुम्हें length of the conductor की सब जाना है. Length I've given you as A. देखो यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है. So the force acting on a magnetic field we consider. So formula is equal to what? Bill sine theta. BIL. Length is A. Bill sine theta. And the force is maximum. What's the force due to gravity? M into G. पूछा क्या है? Magnitude of current. Therefore, what exactly I will be equal to mg upon b into a. What does m stands for? Mass of the bulb. G is gravitational acceleration. B is the external magnetic field uniform, which is in Tesla. A is what? The length of the conductor AB. AD, sorry. क्या ये clear हुआ students? Can I erase now students?
So just a minute.
Can I erase now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, friends, now we go for Bayes-Savart law. Students, these are the physicists who actually use the concept of the magnetic field around a current carrying conductor, and they found out a mathematical relation to find out for different shaped conductor. Lekin, they were not able to succeed to a great extent for different shaped conductors. Okay. Yani, they could give answers. The answers to the students. Bayes-Savart law was applicable for straight current carrying conductors, infinitely long straight current carrying conductors, or could get the answer for circular current carrying conductor. But when it went to, the answers to the students, when it went to a wire wound in form of a single helix, we consider that is a DNA structure, single DNA structure, or that means in form of a cylinder, so called as a solenoid, then it could not give the answer for it. It failed. वहां पे Bayes-Savart law got failed. या अगर उसी वायर को मैंने जो कॉइल में रखा और मैंने सर्किट में रखा जिसको हम बोलेंगे टॉरॉइड, वहां पे ये फेल हो गया था. तो उसके लिए द नेक्स्ट पार्ट आफ्टर दिस वाज एम्पियर सर्किटल लॉ. तो स्टूडेंट्स, अगर किसी ने पूछा Bayes-Savart लॉ और एम्पियर सर्किटल लॉ क्यों पढ़ना पड़ता है, रीजन क्या है, तो तुम बोलोगे सर you made it very clear. We are onto the magnetic effect of electric current. I made it very clear in the last lecture also that when current is said to flow through a conductor in the direction of electric field, there will be a magnetic field. यहाँ पे in होगा, यहाँ पे out होगा. Cross product मैंने बताया था last lecture में. So for every electric field, there has to be a magnetic field, and this magnetic field is mutually perpendicular to the electric field. तो ये जो magnetic field है around any shape a conductor, that means a conductor can be of different shape. I can go for any shape conductor. I can go for an arc conductor. I can go for an infinitely straight long conductor I can consider, or I can go for a circular path. तो इन सारे ज्योमेट्रिकल शेप्स के लिए और इन सारे आर्बिट्री शेप के लिए या सेक्टर के हिसाब से अगर तुम जाते हो, या स्ट्रेट पार्ट के लिए जाते हो, इफ आप फॉर स्ट्रेट पार्ट, या तुम सर्कुलर के हिसाब से जाते हो, तो इन सबका तुम्हें मालूम है कि यू कैन गेट एन आंसर फॉर दिस. लेकिन वही चीज अगर इफ आई हैपन टू गो फॉर solenoid, I want to find out current is entering over here and current is leaving the junction. I want to find out magnetic field for a given solenoid. Then Bayes-Savart law was not applicable over here. It could not give correct relations for it. And therefore, for this part of it, we go for ampere circuit law. It can be for finite length also, we can consider straight length, we can consider, or for a toroid. Or for a toroid, we can consider. So now we are trying to go forward different mathematical formula, students, for magnetic field. Magnetic field around a current carrying conductor. A conductor of arbitrary shape. A conductor, if I happen to consider force sector part, we consider a conductor in which the circular part we consider, or a conductor which is straight infinitely long, or a solenoid, or a straight with finite length, or a toroid we consider. Is this clear now for Biot-Savart's law, students? For different shape. Now let us understand the mathematical relation. So we'll go for the mathematical relation. Biot-Savart's put forward that for any arbitrary length of a current carrying conductor, students, the magnetic field, that's students, the magnetic field intensity at a distance r. The magnetic field intensity at a distance r from any shaped conductor is directly proportional to. So now let us put forward in this manner. Let us say the current flowing over here is I. इसी वायर का ये एक वायर है जिसका आर्बिट्री शेप मैंने दिया है, उसी का मैंने एक छोटा सा लेंथ लिया स्टूडेंट्स, और वो मैंने डीएल रखा हुआ, यानी द करंट इज फ्लोइंग फ्रॉम दिस एंड to this end. I'll consider arbitrary shape. Now what I'll do, I'll try to take a point somewhere at a point P away from the length of the conductor. Does this particular DL forms an angle of 90 degree? Not necessarily, it forms an angle theta. The distance of this point from arbitrary shaped current carrying conductor, I'll consider a small r, and that becomes my position vector. If I try to find out my magnetic field, the answer is similar, students. If I try to find out my magnetic field at a point P from the length of the current carrying conductor, then I can simply use my right hand thumb rule. Listen carefully, students. ये जो छोटा सा length है उसको एक straight conductor पकड़ लो. I getting it? And if I happen to consider how's my field, the field is going to go inwards. That means if in case if I want to show the direction of magnetic field, then this will be in, and this is what the direction of magnetic field. The magnetic field is around the current carrying conductor. A tangent drawn at any point determines the direction of magnetic field at that point. Since I'm speaking about for a very small length dl, magnitude of current I flowing through it, and the point P is at a distance r, the magnetic field at this point for a given length of the conductor is also small. Now, if I ask you, what are the factors on which the magnetic field intensity at a point P depends on to? So it depends on to the magnitude of current. अगर तुम current की value बढ़ाओगे तो magnetic field strength भी बढ़ेगा. So magnetic field intensity is inversely proportional to the square of the distance. Of course, it obeys inverse square law. So अगर तुमने distance बढ़ा दिया, तो what happens in that case? If the distance increases, the strength of magnetic field will decrease. If the distance decreases, the strength of magnetic field will increase. We consider. Students, are you getting this? What am I trying to put forward?
Yes.
Magnetic field intensity also depends on to what? Sir, it depends on to the length of the current carrying conductor. If I increase the length, what happens in this case? Not so soon. Students, अगर मैंने छोटा सा एक length लिया, तो देखो इसके अराउंड अगर मैं magnetic field देखूंगा ना, तो I'll get only this as a magnetic field for a small length. If I try to increase the length, see the magnetic field. Throughout the length, the magnetic field will go on increasing. So as the length of the current carrying conductor will go on increasing, the strength of magnetic field also around it also will increase. Because how is magnetic field and current carrying conductor, students? How is magnetic field and current carrying conductor learned in class 10th? Learned in class 10. They are mutually perpendicular to each other. अगर ये electric field है, ये current carrying conductor है, शायद तुम लोग ने Oysters experiment किया होगा. Iron filings डालो इसके ऊपर, फिर टैप करो, तो मैं concentric circles मिलेंगे. तो अगर मैंने देखो मेरा ये देखो ये जो वायर है उसका देखो इतना सा लेंथ, इनफाइनाइटेसिमल लेंथ, अगर मैंने इनफाइनाइटेसिमल लेंथ ले लिया तो उसके हिसाब से अगर मैं मैग्नेटिक फील्ड रखूंगा तो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड इज अराउंड दिस प्लेन ओनली, व्हिच इज वेरी स्मॉल. लेकिन जैसे जैसे लेंथ बढ़ेगा, कैन आई से आई कैन हैव मैग्नेटिक फील्ड एट डिफरेंट पॉइंट्स थ्रू आउट द लेंथ ऑफ द कंडक्टर. सो dv is proportional to dl also. It depends on to what? Sine of an angle theta we consider. It also depends on to sine theta we consider. That means if theta is 0, your magnetic field intensity is also 0. But if theta is 90, your magnetic field intensity is maximum. So now Barth have put forward a mathematical relation for this and said it that your dB, students listen carefully, the magnetic field intensity at a point P is directly proportional to I dl sine theta upon r square. Directly proportional to I dl sine theta upon r square. When I remove the symbol of proportionality, students, I'm going to get a constant. What is that constant I can consider? Mu naught upon 4 pi I dl sine theta upon r square. What is the unit of this we consider? Unit is Tesla or Weber meter square inverse. क्या ये clear हुआ सबको? Students, is this formula clear with all of you?
Yes.
So the formula, what they got it is based on the relation and the factors on which it depends on. Now, suppose if I want to write down the magnetic field in terms of your vector product, what exactly? Your magnetic field, we consider is what? Mu naught upon 4 pi, we consider. Students, it's I dl bar cross r bar upon r cube. Can you clear what, students? Students?
Yes, sir.
See? Cross r, that's why the component is sine theta. Yeah, ये मैंने किसमें लिखा वेक्टर फॉर्म में लिखा स्टूडेंट्स इसी को अगर मुझे मैग्नेट में लिखना है तो कैसे लिखूंगा how do I write on this case a unit vector is what it's a ratio of vector to its magnitude so if I want to write on this vector I can write on as r cap into r and r cube will get cancelled I'll get my r square back क्या ये clear हुआ students this is very important relation to understand students and it's dl bar cross r bar becomes so अगर किसी ने पूछा write down the formula for magnetic field intensity in vector form this is what it is यानी students ये actually magnitude बता रहा है students यानी ये क्या बताता है मालूम है ये बताता है I'll put forward over here ये बताता है magnetic induction I'll use the word still better ये बताता है magnetic induction और ये क्या बताता है magnetic field strength या field intensity. Is this clear? These are the two formulas we consider. What's the unit over here also? It's Weber meter square inverse, not Tesla. Students, what is magnetic flux? What is magnetic flux? The way we got for analog. Suppose if I have to go for electric flux, what is electric flux, students? It's E bar dot A bar. It's E bar dot A bar. E cos theta we consider. वैसे magnetic flux क्या है? Sir, it's B bar dot A bar. अभी देखो इसका यूनिट क्या है? सर इसका यूनिट वेबर पर मीटर स्क्वायर इनटू वेबर मीटर स्क्वायर तो इसका यूनिट क्या होगा? What is it? Unit I can consider Weber after Freshnel Weber WB. So what exactly magnetic flux students? Magnetic flux is defined as magnetic field lines. The answer to students magnetic field lines passing normally from a given surface. बस उतना ही अगर मैं B को सब्जेक्ट बना दूं ना स्टूडेंट्स तो मेरा फॉर्मूला भी क्या होगा मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स पर यूनिट एरिया और ये एरिया वेक्टर है now students what should I call this B as what is the name of this B what is the name of this B should I call magnetic induction no should I call magnetic field strength no should I call magnetic field intensity no this is called magnetic flux density do keep in mind while solving MCQs जैसे कि यहाँ पे E को तुम सब्जेक्ट बना दोगे ना E is equal to phi by A तो ये इलेक्ट्रिक फ्लक्स डेंसिटी हो जाएगा स्टूडेंट्स at times when you solve certain multiple choice question this term comes electric flux density it's flux per unit area ये क्या था number of field lines passing through normally through given face area लेकिन अगर मैंने बोला number of magnetic field lines passing normally per unit area of a given surface you consider then that becomes magnetic flux density and what is the unit E Tesla. So now you have got the formula for Barrett-Savart law we consider. If in case if I happen to go for mu naught upon 4 pi, what is mu naught upon 4 pi? Mu naught upon 4 pi is equal to what? It's 10 raised to minus 7. Can you give me the unit for this? Then the student was wise enough and say, हाँ sir, ये देखो आपने इसका बोला Weber, please I'm trying to put forward. आपने Weber को मीटर स्क्वायर तो इसका लिखा, चलिए मीटर स्क्वायर वहां पे चला जाएगा, करंट नीचे आएगा, ये भी मीटर नीचे आ जाएगा, उसमें मीटर स्क्वायर कैंसिल हो जाएगा, तो व्हाट इज द आंसर? Weber ampere inverse. Is this clear? So is it clear? अगर सपोज मैंने B को न्यूटन अपॉन एम्पियर मीटर डाल दिया, मींस बिकॉज B इज इक्वल टू FI, हम लोग ने ये भी फॉर्मूला लिखा है, F इज इक्वल टू BI है, तो B का अगर मैंने न्यूटन और एम्पियर और मीटर में डाल दिया तो नाउ सी व्हाट इज नॉट यूनिट. अगर मैंने न्यूटन अपॉन एम्पियर मीटर डाल दिया तो ये मीटर स्क्वायर वहां पे चला गया, ये नीचे आ गया, एम्पियर भी नीचे आया, मीटर भी नीचे आया, ये मीटर स्क्वायर न्यूटन एम्पियर स्क्वायर इनवर्स. And students, you can go for its dimensions depending on to how do you देखो वेबर के अंदर तुम्हें dimensions नहीं मिल सकता है, लेकिन न्यूटन के हिसाब से तुम्हें dimensions मिल सकता है. So that depends on to you how do you recollect and remember it. जैसे कि हम लोग ने इलेक्ट्रिक फ्लक्स या इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड के टाइम पे हम लोग ने 1/4 pi epsilon 0 लिया था, that is a constant. Coulomb's constant we consider epsilon 0 as permittivity of free space. Your mu 0 over here stands for permeability. Permeability of free space. Students, free space stands for vacuum. If I ask you what is V naught, then your answer is 4 pi into 10 raised to minus 7. That is 12.26 or 12.6 we consider. Into 10 raised to minus 7 Weber ampere inverse meter. It simply goes analog. वहाँ पे epsilon 0, permittivity of free space. That means allowance to the electric field lines passing through a given medium. तब जाके तुम्हारे dielectric medium का concept आता है वहाँ पे. Polar, non-polar molecules के हिसाब से यहाँ पे क्या होगा तुम्हारा permittivity of free space. That means permission allowed for the magnetic field lines to pass through a given region we consider, a given area surrounding it, the medium around it we consider. So students, mu naught upon 4 pi is 10 raised to minus 7. Please, it's a constant term. Do keep in mind. अगर सिर्फ mu naught लिखा तो 4 pi into 10 raised to minus 7. 4 pi is we consider as 12 point something we consider 3.14 into 4, 12.26 around. 10 raised to minus 7. Weber ampere inverse. Is this mathematical relation clear for Biot-Savart students? Can I erase it, students?
So just a minute.
जैसे वहां पे स्टूडेंट्स इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक्स में तुमने इलेक्ट्रिक फ्लक्स का यूज किया था ना कंसेप्ट, गॉसियन सर्फेस लेते हुए. What is the reason for learning flux? What is the reason for learning Gauss's theorem? So that we can find out electrical intensity for different shaped conductors. For a point lying outside or for a point inside, whatever it is that you have learned in that math. तो वैसे यहाँ पे मैग्नेटिक फील्ड को निकालने के लिए बायट-सावर्ट ने अपना सपोर्ट दिया, लेकिन वो कुछ कंडक्टर्स के लिए हेल्पफुल हुआ, लेकिन जैसे मैं कॉम्प्लिकेटेड शेप्स के लिए चला गया तो ये फुलफिल नहीं हो रहा था, ये मैथमेटिकल रिलेशन वहां पे होल्ड नहीं कर रहा था. That's why the next concept comes after this will be Ampere circuital. So after Biot-Savart law, students, you'll have Ampere circuital law. Ampere circuital law ध्यान से सुना, जैसे खत्म हो जाएगा तुम्हारा मैग्नेटिक इफेक्ट ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक करंट भी खत्म होगा, फिर सिंपली मैग्नेटिक मटेरियल्स के ऊपर आएगा. Different types, that's a theoretical part. The paramagnetic, diamagnetic and ferromagnetic substance, and at the end of it, that will be the end of the entire chapter. So students, you have done simultaneously magnetism pura, magnetic effect of electric current, magnetic materials. This is how you have to go for whenever you are learning the entire chapter. Because before this, we learned completely regarding the bar magnet. And after electrostatics, certainly one will pick up this part, magnetism and magnetic effect. So that things becomes easier for students to recollect and remember it. Students, can I erase it now? Students, can I erase? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Erase करूं?
Yes.
When you get time, gravitation एक पेज के ऊपर पूरे gravitation के mathematical relations लिखना students. किसी को vertical column करके electric field की जितनी भी relations है वो वाले सारे लिखना. जब ये टॉपिक हो जाए तो इसकी फिर एक वर्टिकल कॉलम करके फिर देखो तुम्हें कितनी सिमिलैरिटीज मिलेगी और एक यही होगा सिर्फ ग्रेविटेशन में प्योरली अट्रैक्टिव होगा. यहाँ पे तुम्हारा अट्रैक्शन और रिपल्शन भी होगा क्योंकि तुम लोग ने पोटेंशियल के बारे में पढ़ा, पोटेंशियल एनर्जी के बारे में पढ़ा, फोर्स के बारे में पढ़ा, फील्ड्स के बारे में पढ़ा, सब कुछ सेम था. ये सारे टर्म्स वहां पे भी यूज हो रहे थे, यहाँ पे भी यूज हो रहा है. So this is how you can do your work easier in that case and make your things more handy students. And avoid increasing your screen time. Prefer using books rather than all the time using PDFs. Almost a year has to be taken care for you all. एक साल approximately लेके चलो for you all. So what if it's 2022? Okay, so now let's go for this, okay? I give you the formula for, as per Bharat Savitra, the formula for magnetic field intensity for an infinitesimal arbitrary shaped conductor is mu0/4 pi I dl sine theta upon r square. Now, when somebody asks you what is theta over here is, then your answer will be, students, theta is the angle between the length of the current carrying conductor and the position vector, students. It's dl and r, students, you consider, okay? It's the angle between them. Okay, that's why you have a cross product over here. This I've written in terms of magnitude, students. Now I'm giving you a simple question onto this. Let's see how many of you all can get the answer accordingly, okay? Since my question to you all is, suppose if I happen to tell you to find out magnetic field induction produced by a current in a circular arc of wire, current in a circular arc of wire. How do you find out this? Magnetic field, that is magnetic induction, produced by a current in a circular arc of wire. And I want to find out where at center of arc. Can you derive this mathematical relation by yourself? I'm just giving you all 3 minutes for it, 2 to 3 minutes. I'm over here only, nowhere going. I want to see how many of you all can use this Bharat-Savarkar law to get the answer. And the answer is in students. थोड़ा भी तुम वाइज हो गए फिजिक्स में, थोड़ा सा भी तुम इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक्स में अगर तुम स्ट्रांग हो, इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक्स में स्ट्रांग हो, और थोड़ा बहुत तुम समझ के इसको करोगे, यू कैन गेट योर आंसर विदाउट माय हेल्प. ट्राई टू गेट द आंसर. One of Parish's speech, let me know about that, please. Yes, January. Yes, correct. It's not amount to buy. Absolutely correct. Can you tell me, Aman, how do you do it?
So I took an element at an angle theta from the vertex and then integrated from -pi to pi.
So you went for an arc and then you went for, suppose if I happen to go for an arc part of it, please will see try to go for it. Suppose if I happen to consider my current is set to move from A to B, let me see the current is going in this direction. Okay, this is the direction of current. You went for an infinitesimal length, we consider DL. The distance we consider is R. Okay, and theta is the angle at the center which it forms. Since we say that if I happen to go for infinitesimal length, students, answers will not. If I happen to go for infinitesimal length, the corresponding, this will be d theta. My position vector will remain the same. So students, everybody knows that theta is equal to what? Length of arc upon unit radius. Is this clear with all of you all? Theta is equal to length of arc upon unit for this. Now we are trying to go for in a circular arc. My arc is AB, we consider. Is that clear if I happen to consider this case? So now suppose if I happen to consider, let us say the length of arc we consider is L. I'll take it in this manner. Now if I happen to go for my formula, so using the formula, what exactly it is? dV is equal to mu naught upon 4 pi I dl sine theta upon r squared. Students, what exactly this theta and this theta will be? Are they same or different? Students, अभी ध्यान से देखना, यहाँ पे भी confusion हो रहा है. Aman, are you there, Aman?
Yes, sir.
What did you pick up over here? Did you do theta or you took alpha?
So I took theta.
Pardon?
I took theta.
Okay, so what about this? Which is this theta? They made it very clear. Theta is between what? DL and R. ये देखो. Students, अगर मैंने ये infinitesimal length ले लिया तो तुम्हारा DL देखो ना, DL इस तरफ जा रहा है students, ये R इस तरफ आ रहा है, दोनों के बीच में एंगल कितना होगा? हाँ students, 90 होगा कि नहीं होगा?
Yes, sir.
Okay, तो यहाँ पे ध्यान देना प्लीज. Listen carefully, students. Many a times students का ये problem होता है कि वो एक symbol use कर लेते हैं, लेकिन फिर बाद में प्रॉब्लम के टाइम पे कंफ्यूजन में आ जाते हैं. स्टूडेंट्स, ये मेरा सेंट्रल एंगल के हिसाब से जा रहा है मेरा, एंड दिस इज वेरी स्मॉल एंगल d थीटा. लेकिन नाउ दिस थीटा आई कैन कंसीडर विद रिस्पेक्ट टू व्हाट? विद रिस्पेक्ट टू r एंड dl. तो आई कैन चेंज दिस, आई कैन पुट दिस एज d अल्फा, डजंट मैटर. अगर तुम d थीटा लिखते हो तो कंफ्यूजन में मत आना कि ये थीटा और वो थीटा क्या है. ये तुम्हारा थीटा 90 है स्टूडेंट्स, ये ध्यान में रखना. अगर मैंने 90 ले लिया तो व्हाट्स माय फार्मूला ना? सो dv इज इक्वल टू mu naught अपॉन 4 pi I dl upon r square I. Now, if I happen to substitute dl, what is dl? You'll say, sir, dv is equal to mu naught upon 4 pi I. Instead of dl, can I say it's r into d theta? We consider. Is this clear? Upon what exactly we consider will be r square. One of the r will get cancelled. Exactly. So, what's the formula? Now, if I want to go for magnetic field for the arc length, we consider. So, what exactly I can go for arc length? So, integrating dv. Agreed. That will be integration of what? Mu naught upon 4 pi I d theta upon r square. So this will simply be ये क्या होगा? Mu naught upon 4 pi I. So magnitude of current constant है. R position vector, so वो भी constant है. भाई sorry, एक R cancel हो जाएगा. Upon R आ जाएगा. Integration of d theta. What is integration of d theta? I can consider this theta. That becomes my formula. And theta is what? Length of arc upon radius. I can use it and get the answer for the arc. Is this clear to all of you all students?
Sir,
Yes, sir.
so
ये मेरा फॉर्मूला किसके लिए हुआ? अमन, ये मेरा फॉर्मूला हुआ फॉर अ सेक्टर पार्ट ऑफ इट. लेंथ ऑफ आर्क थीटा एंड रेडियस, यानी यहाँ पे मैं थीटा को क्या लिखूंगा? मैं कैपिटल L बाय कैपिटल R. आई कैन रेडियस, आई कैन कंसीडर थीटा इज लेंथ ऑफ आर्क अपॉन रेडियस. आई कैन कंसीडर दिस केस. But what Aman had posted the answer was for what? Friends, it was for what? Aman, did you post it for this or for the entire circle?
For the entire circle.
Yes. You know what exactly he went for? He started from point A and he came back at point A. Students, suppose if I start from point A and if I move all the way around the circumference and come back, so now what are my limits? Sir, ये होगा 0 to B. ये होगा तुम्हारा क्या होगा? Sir, theta to what exactly I consider? So
0 to
theta will be 0. What exactly consider 2 pi? Agreed. Lower limit is 0, upper limit is 2 pi. Is this clear? And ये क्या होगा? 0 और ये होगा 2 pi. Students, क्या ये clear हुआ सबको? So
Sir,
now my formula becomes what? Magnetic field at the center of current carrying circular coil. Magnetic field at the center of a current carrying circular coil. That means now suppose if I give you a current carrying circular coil, students, answer सुन now. And the current is moving in this direction. Where is the direction of magnetic field? ये सब लोगों ने 10th standard में पढ़ा है. सब लोगों ने magnetic field. तो तुम्हें क्या पढ़ा? What exactly learned it? Sir, we learned it over here is what? Right hand thumb rule. If the current is anti-clockwise, field is out, perpendicular to the plane of the paper. तो यहाँ पे dot आएगा. Is it in the center? Yes. The field is maximum at the center. जैसे जैसे तुम surface वायर के नजदीक जाओगे तो field will go on decreasing. तो anti-clockwise के लिए कौन सा polarity होगा? Sir, this will be north. अगर वो मैंने clockwise ले लिया students, वो अगर मैंने clockwise ले लिया, तो what exactly the field is going into? तो वो क्या हो जाएगा? South. How did I get north and south? By simply using which rule? Clock rule. Which everybody has learned in what? Lower standards. And students, लोअर स्टैंडर्ड्स में तुम्हें ब्लाइंडली बता दिया था कि अगर करंट फ्लो होता है सर्कुलर कॉइल के अंदर तो क्या मैग्नेटिक फील्ड एग्जिस्ट होगी. अगर किसी ने पूछा मैग्नेटिक फील्ड का स्ट्रेंथ सबसे स्ट्रॉन्ग कहाँ पे होगा, तुम्हारा आंसर होना चाहिए सेंटर पे होना चाहिए. अगर सपोज मैंने ये फिंगर्स को आंसर सुना, एवरीबॉडी बी विद मी प्लीज. अगर सपोज इफ आई यूज राइट हैंड थंब रूल, then thumb shows the direction of current, curl finger shows the direction of magnetic field. But if I simply use right hand curl rule, then my curl finger shows about the direction of current, thumb shows the direction of magnetic field. Thumb pointing towards you is field outwards. अभी देखो, is the current going anti-clockwise? See my fingers? Yes. Is the thumb coming out? Yes. Which polarity you will be seeing it? The tip of the thumb is north and the tail of the thumb is south. यहाँ पे देखो नॉर्थ पोलैरिटी. अगर मैं सपोज क्लॉकवाइज जाता हूँ स्टूडेंट्स, this is going clockwise. Look at my curl fingers clockwise. Is my thumb going into the whiteboard? Yes. If I'm saying into, will I be able to see the tip of the thumb or tail? Tail. So what's the polarity? South. And this can be easily understood by a rule called as your clock rule. तो अमन ने जो आंसर दिया था वो इसके लिए था. Magnetic field at the center of a current carrying circular coil. So what if the current is anti-clockwise or current is clockwise? For a given radius, answer is enough. For a given radius and for a given magnitude of current, students, the strength will be the same. तो अभी इसका फॉर्मूला क्या होगा? सर अभी हम यहाँ पे अपर लिमिट और लोअर लिमिट को सब्स्टिट्यूट करेंगे. तो b क्या होगा? सर यहाँ पे अगर मैं 2 pi minus 0 तो my answer will be not upon 4 pi I into 2 pi minus 0 upon r. Can I cancel further? Yes, b is equal to what? So pi will get cancelled. 2 and 2 also will get cancelled. What's my formula? Mu naught I upon what exactly consider? 2 and 2 small r. क्या ये clear हुआ?
sir,
Aman, your answer was incorrect. I didn't see that. Aman, तूने 2 pi capital R लिखा है. Anushka has put forward very correct. Aman, are you there?
Yes, sir.
You wrote it 2 pi r. I didn't see that pi part of it. Anushka had posted correct answer later on. Aman, now did you get it?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay, fine. This means तुम्हारा pi cancel हो जाएगा. तो mu naught I upon 2r. ये किसके लिए होगा students? ये होगा magnetic field at the center of the current carrying circular coil. ये हमेशा center के लिए. mu naught I upon 2r. r क्या है? Radius. mu naught क्या होगा? 4 pi into 10 raised to minus 7. क्या इतना क्लियर हुआ students? Any query? Anything you need to ask? Somebody was saying something.
sir,
हाँ बोलो.
sir, how did you get that theta is 90?
Idea,
at the start.
the length of the conductor. I'm taking an infinitesimal length and I'm taking the position vector. Students, अगर मैं ये d theta को बहुत ही छोटा ले लेता हूँ in that case, then these two are not different from each other. They are one and same. And this is dl. Agreed. So dl cross r. Theta is the angle between these two. It's always mutual perpendicular. Jagannath, got it?
Then why wasn't it 90 in the other one, the previous case?
Student, what?
In the previous case, we didn't take theta as 90, you know,
There.
when we were
Previous
taking the
concept.
wire.
Very previous case. This is the first derivation I'm doing it.
No, like Wyatt-Sabat law for the wire, that one. Where
So
we found
theta was
that.
any theta was any now it is 90 now. That's why I have to take it 90. Otherwise, I would have kept it in sin theta only. Did I go use sin theta later on? No. Taking theta is 90. Arbitrary position के लिए theta wasn't 90. Theta was any angle. But if theta becomes 90, then sin of 90 becomes 1. So did I take sin 90 throughout? No.
Okay.
Because for arbitrary shape, theta can be any angle between the length of the wire and the position vector. So this is the formula. Okay. The last part under it is, suppose if I go for number of turns. Since if I go for number of turns, suppose this is just one wire I've taken it. Suppose if I take 500 turns, then what exactly a formula will be? B at the center will be equal to mu naught Ni upon 2 into R. What does N stand for? Number of turns. Agree, students? ये याद में रखना. If I say 200 turns, 500 turns, N becomes 500. Is this clear to all of you, students? Students, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So today we finish over here. Itself only. Next lecture will be continuing further ahead with this only. We'll be going for certain more derivation, students. And then further ahead will be an Ampere circuit. Okay, students. Shall I wind up the session now?
So please wait a minute. I need to note that down.
Okay, Anushka. There is you can leave, doesn't matter.